protest by the Panchamasali community demanding reservation under the 2A category turned violent in Karnataka's Belagavi on Tuesday as protesters jumped over barricades and tried to barge into the Suvarna Vidhana Sauda where the winter session of the legislature is being held. The police resorted to mild lathi charge resulting in injuries to over 10 people. The Belagavi session will resume in the midst of these protests. Let's go across to my colleague Wajiullah, who joins us live on more on this. Waji, a very good morning to you. I'm going to ask you a very straight question. Is it possible for state government to provide reservation to Panchamasali community?
Well, right now the matter is Supreme Court, and that is what the government has reiterated to the Panchamasali community. But this struggle of the Panchamasali community has been going on from the previous government when they were given a promise of entry into the 2A category. But the government right now has time and again gone and given reassurances to the community, saying that the matter is in Supreme Court. The Chief Minister also reiterated that in his tweet that we have tried to convince the Panchamasali community that their issue and their agitation will be taken into consideration, but the matter is in Supreme Court. But what has also irked the protesters is the fact that a lot of backward communities have come forward giving their petition to the government, saying that the Panchamasali Lingayat community should not be included in the 2A reservation. So that has irked the community also. So on that basis, you are going to expect more such protests to continue even today as the Belgaum session comes into play. And you will also see the protesters outside the session again, like there have been for the last 2 days. And the BJP, on the other hand, too, has issued support to the Panchamasali Swamijis and to the Lingayats who have been protesting on the street. So you will see a joint protest by the leaders and by the Panchamasali community.
Also, to tell us how will this affect B.S. Yediyurappa's Lingayat influence and, of course, the chances of BJP coming to power in future?
Well, if you've seen the previous election, the massive vote chunk of the Lingayat community went to the Congress, and that was one of the reasons for which they got a thumping majority in the government. Therefore, if we talk about the Lingayat vote bank of the BJP, that has been slipping away somewhere or the other, because in my conversation with SM Jamdar a few days back with regards to Basavana Patil's comment on Basavana, he clearly mentioned how the previous elections have been a clear significance for the BJP to realize that the Lingayats have shifted their vote base from the BJP to the Congress. But now with this agitation that we are seeing, it is for the BJP to cash in and to make sure that they stand as a support to the Lingayat community. But how much of a government can change this law is something that is still debated, as like I rightly mentioned, that the matter is in the Supreme Court. So the agitation continues, asking the government to intervene and expedite or speed up the entire process of giving them reservations. While on the other hand, you've seen the BJP standing in support of the Lingayat community. Vijendra, the party president, also went and met those people who were injured in the hospitals during the lathi charge. They're also planning to start a protest today at 10 o'clock at the Ambedkar statue before the Belgaum session begins. So you are seeing the BJP using this as a momentum to garner some support from the Lingayat community. But if we've seen the past records and if we've seen the past elections, and if we listen to the leaders of the Lingayat community, they also understand the fact that how the Lingayat base is shifted. But it's now for BJP how they can capitalize over this political issue.